Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides, and I am back at Subaru Port Richey. The reason why is I know a lot of you out there like Nissan products, but what you also like are those Nissan products that have some additional letters attached to them. Nismo, N-I-S-M-O. Nismo stands for Nissan Motorsports, and so far I brought to you that 2018 Sentra Nismo. I brought to you the 2019 370Z Nismo. Well, guess what? Like I said, back here at Subaru Port Richey, Spencer, my good friend, calmed me down because they just took in on trade this pre-owned 2014 Nissan Juke Nismo. Now let me give you a little bit of history about the Juke. So the Juke came out onto the scene back in 2011. It actually was unveiled to the world at the international car shows in 2010. It was Nissan's foray into that compact sport utility market. They wanted to make a mark for themselves, and what they did was they created a product that had eye-catching looks. Now, some people might look at it and say, that looks really unique and cool, because they were trying to go after a younger market. Other people might look at it and say, ugh, what the heck is that? Well, guess what? Love it or hate it, it is what it is, and they basically made the Juke from 2011 all the way until 2017. And for quite some time, they sold tens of thousands of them each and every year. Now, what's fascinating is they decided, since they have waved the magic Nismo wand at some of their other models, why not do it to the Juke? And to be honest with you, I know this is going to sound crazy, when it comes to the styling, I think it actually kind of has a cool, unique look. Would I go and buy one? No. But it kind of looks unique, and you're definitely going to separate yourself from the rest of the crowd. So let's take a look at this 2014 Nismo Juke. So right off the bat, with the Nismo styling, they have a totally different front end. I do like this lower sill area. I always like how when it comes to Nismo, there's a color, that nice red trim. You look at any of the Nismo products, you're going to have that nice red trim. I do like the way that it all just comes together. I like these fog LED lights down here. It still has that funky hood line. If you look, it's kind of like smiling at you really weird, going straight across. There's that Nismo badge telling you that there is a little bit extra something under the hood. Basically what you're going to have is, it's a 4-cylinder, 1.6 turbocharged engine, putting out about 197 horsepower. This one has the CVT. Now what's interesting, the CVT model, you get all-wheel drive. So this is something that's going to give you some good performance, or decent performance, but definitely in wet, rainy condition, it's actually going to give you some sure-footedness to the ground. If you look at the side here, I like what they did with the bodywork on the Nismo products, just like the other Nismos I brought to you. You have a little bit of extra fender flare here. I like the wheels that they use, the dark gray metallic with the polished rim around it. It really pops with the silver. And I think if I was going to get a Nismo anything, which it probably not going to be a Juke, but if I was looking at a 370Z Nismo, I would like mine in silver or white. Those are the two colors. There are other options you get in red or black. But I do like how the wheels work really well. Nothing fancy with the brakes, so you're still running stock, same Nissan Juke brakes, but definitely the wheels are going to make you stand out from the crowd. As we work our way down, there's that red trim again on the side view mirrors. Gives it that distinctive look that this is not your standard Juke. It is a Juke Nismo. I'm still trying to figure out where the heck they came out with that name. If anybody knows, please leave that in the comment section, because Nissan is getting real creative with their names. Juke, and the Juke was replaced by the Kicks. What are they going to call their next car? I have no idea. I don't even want to guess. I like also the lower sill. So the way that the front sill panel comes around the side, it really blends in. You have the red trim down here. What's nice about this car is that if you need a daily driver, you need some usability, but you also want something distinctive, this is definitely distinctive. Not only is a Juke normally distinctive, but definitely a Nismo Juke has that extra touch. Let's work our way out the back here. You can see that extra little bit of fender flare. And then to wrap it off, you can see down here, I really like the lower diffuser area that they put on their Nismo products. My big zonk for the back of this vehicle, why only put one exhaust outlet? How about put 2? It would balance it out nicely, probably give you a little bit better sound as well. There's our Nismo badging. If you're behind one of these and you're clueless to what you're looking at, that has that Nismo badging. But you can see that with the larger rear spoiler here as well, it kind of just wraps up the whole product, and it makes you separate yourself from the crowd. Because I'll be honest with you, there were some years where they sold 30, 40, 50,000 Nissan Jukes just in the United States. If you want to stand out, here's a perfect opportunity. Let's go check out underneath that hood and look at what Nismo stuff they did there. All right, guys, here we are underneath the hood of this 2014 Nissan Juke Nismo. That's a 1.6 liter turbocharged engine. It's putting out 197 horsepower. If you're wondering, well, what kind of performance numbers can we look at? This being all-wheel drive, it weighs in at almost 3,200 pounds. It does 0 to 60 in about 6.9 seconds. So it does have some peppiness, but you're definitely not going to win any drag strip races from light to light going to and from work. It is a tried and true engine. Nissan has used this engine for a while, and it is surprising that when you look at like the Sentra Nismo puts out 188 horsepower. So you're actually going to get more power out of the Juke Nismo than the Sentra Nismo, which doesn't make any sense to me, but that's how Nissan did it. There's also another variant to the Nismo Juke model. You could get a Juke Nismo Rs. If you do that, you're looking at 215 horsepower, knocks a few tenths of a second off your 0 to 60 time. But like I said, this being a compact utility vehicle, you do have a little bit of pep. Let's go check out probably one of my least favorite areas, which is going to be the interior of the Juke. Let's go check it out. All right, guys, I'm sitting inside this 2014 Juke Nismo. You could see some of the additions that they did. Look on the door panel. Tom's going to show you that Alcantara suede material on the armrest. I don't know, I'm not sold on the little like piano black finish, but you know, it does, I guess, give it an upscale look if that's what you're looking for in a compact utility vehicle. I do like the seats. These seats are soft. They have some decent bolstering considering you're sitting in a Juke. It's got the Nismo embroidery. I like the color. I like the stitching on it. Very, very nice done, but I'm telling you, they're comfy as can be. I would actually say they're more comfortable than a Type R seat, to be honest with you. Not as much bolstering as a Type R, but you do have some pretty good bolstering considering it is, like I said, a Juke Nismo. Here's the thing that I hate about this car. I hate this right here. Too many buttons and it's confusing. It gives you this LED screen here where you could adjust your air blower speed and all that, but some other features, if you're into it, they do have a torque gauge that you could mess around with. It does have different driving modes that you could put it into eco and normal and sport. It also does have a turbo boost gauge as well. So I'm gonna wait for this to pan around. Tom, hold on one second, don't disappear. And you can see the boost, when I step on it, comes into play if that's something you wanna look at. Hopefully not while you're driving. It gives you the nice Nismo badge down here. This part I hate. Why they decided to go with this hard, cheap plastic, put a leather boot around this. You could have an automatic, that's fine, but at least dress it up. It's a Nismo. You put these seats in here, put some nice suede boot around here. This is another thing I'm not really sold on as well. It is very hard plastic. It is like painted, but I don't know. It kind of just looks like something from Tron or RoboCop or something like that. So I'm not 100% sold on this. And then of course, that 1.6 liter turbocharged engine is made into a CVT. Why companies still want to use CVTs are beyond me. They must have a surplus of them. That's not really a high performance transmission. I'm going to have Tom come around and show you what's on the driver's end of the business on this side. I'll see you in a second. All right, guys, I'm behind the wheel here. This is the business side of things. You have a suede material on the wheel. You have it leather wrapped with a red leather wrapping marking here to let you know where top dead center is. Just like always, tachometers and Nismo editions, I don't care what you're driving, is going to have that nice cherry red finish. This digital display, I don't know why it doesn't match what was on that center display with the boost gauge. This looks like it's from my 1985 Pontiac Firebird. It really does. And then here's your speedometer. It's still that quirky Juke styling, so if you haven't been sold on that, my advice is keep on looking, because it's not going to make you happy just because you have a Nismo edition added to the name of the car. But like I said, being comfortable, definitely comfortable in the car with the all-wheel drive, great option. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to wrap this one up. All right, guys, it's been one hell of a day here at Subaru Port Richey. Definitely got to give a big shout out to my man Spencer, allowing Raiti's Rides. Everybody here is so gracious. They love Raiti's Rides. They love it when I'm here to review different cars. If these are the types of things you're looking for, leave a comment in that comment section. I try to bring variety. Do I love this car? No. Do I hate it? No, not really. It is unique. And listen, everybody has their own taste. I'm here to just share my passion of cars with you. This thing is meant for a certain group of people, and that's all right, because it does have a little extra performance. It definitely has some very distinctive styling, and I love the seats in that interior. But at the end of the day, it's really up to you. Get down to your local dealership if you want to check one of these out. But remember, they're kind of gone, because 2017 was the last year. You're definitely going to be looking pre-owned, unless you could find one that's been untouched on some lot in the middle of Arizona or Wyoming or something like that. But anyways, I want to give all of you a huge thank you and a shout out for watching the channel, those that have been subscribing. If you have not hit that subscribe button yet, what are you waiting for? I have the variety. Look at my videos. I have daily uploads every single day, quality material. I'm not here just throwing a bunch of junk up. So you definitely want to hit that subscribe button and come back for more and more and more and more. Check out my website, raitisrides.com, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. All Raiti's Rides original content all the time. T-shirts. Get yourself a Raiti's Rides t-shirt. Listen, your girlfriend will look hot in a Raiti's Rides t-shirt. She'll love you for it. You're probably saying, how do I find this Raiti's Rides t-shirt? Go on YouTube. Guess what? You're there. So half the battle is already won. Go back to my Raiti's Rides homepage on YouTube, click on that About link, and in the lower left-hand corner it says Raiti's Rides t-shirts. Click on that link. It'll take you to a crowdfunding site. They're 15 bucks. Get one for yourself. Get one for your girl. You could be twinsies. It'll be cute. But anyways, I want to thank you for your support once again. We got to give a huge shout out and a thank you to Tom Big Guns McGee Motioner. He's training. Be happy. I was able to get him some protein. The big old containers, they're not cheap, man. So I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you supporting Raiti's Rides with a t-shirt. And just like always, I'll see you guys on the next ride.